Hi everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. We're on our third story of the month. This is late or late September, I guess, and we're working on stories based on character in that first person story. Okay, and so today what we're working on is the final conflict and the exit scene, right? Okay, so the final conflict, the final battle is going to come down. Now this is a battle of wills as to what's going on. It's also a battle of consciousness. Now what's going to happen is your character's been describing things in a certain way all through the story, right? Your character is acknowledged his feelings for, or her feelings for whatever it is, right? Everything's being filtered through that character. As it comes to the final conflict, it's going to have the final conflict, and there's going to be an important shift in the tone, right? That tone of the way your character describes the world shows us how the character's grown. So, for example, if you think of the great story, The Mustache, at the beginning of the story, because I'm doing a young boy. At the beginning of the story, he's 17 years old, he grows a mustache, and he says, I want adulthood, and everything is kind of, talking in that sort of teenager speak. At the end of the story, when his grandmother mistakes him for his grandfather, and she says, I'm sorry that I had an affair, and the kid realizes what it means to be an adult, his tone completely shifts. It becomes internal, less gregarious, pained, right? He's learned what it means to be a grown person, right? You have to deal with the grown people's problems. So that's the kind of shift we're going to have today. My character is a 15-year-old, and although he's going through one of the conflicts of his life, he's still, working. He's a little bit whiny because that's a technique that works for you when you're a kid, right? But he's moving. He needs to move out of the sort of whiny thing, and when he's going to have this battle, he's either going to turn angry or understanding or something with his father. I think he's going to ultimately fail in his battle to get out of this cabin, right, and to this, and he's going to need a final strategy and final, like, this sort of thing. And he's gonna, I think what he's gonna do is he's going to yell, and that's definitely not going to work. If you're a parent, you can't let that work. The father's going to yell back, and they're going to come to some sort of understanding as to how the two of them see each other, right? Father's going to realize, oh, this has been this whole time. And again, as in my last story, the antagonist really becomes elevated. Here, the antagonist again is elevated. This father who's been acting a little bit like an ass all day, because he's trying to assert his manhood. Same as the son. I think he's going to realize that he's has the same problem as his son, and his son is a person worthy of consideration. And then we're going to exit the scene, and the way we're going to exit is I think maybe the kid's going to take off his shoes, right? And that's going to be the last final act. But he's going to describe everything. Describe his father. Describe maybe how they all go to sleep. That kind of thing. Okay. When you're done with this, post down below, and I hope you're enjoying these short stories. I will see you tomorrow on 30 Days Until Done.